Kia ora. My name is Wildkard. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching my contents and following the channel. I really do appreciate it. Rugby Championship Round 4, Argentina versus New Zealand. The second game of the week played in Brisbane Suncorp Stadium. Coming into this game, there has been like massive changes for both teams. So for Argentina, there was a big change at number 10 position where Sanchez got a bit injured. So Argentina put normally their number 15, Carreras, at number 10. And the All Blacks had sweeping changes across the ball. Pretty much like every position was changed. D-Mac came in at 10 for Beauden Barrett. Beauden Barrett moved to the bench. Fresh front rowers for the All Blacks. And fresh back row for the All Blacks. And fresh center combination for the All Blacks as well. So sweeping changes across the board for the All Blacks. And still, overwhelming dominant performance by the All Blacks over the Argentinians. There was a period of time in the second half where Argentina was just pounding the All Blacks, putting a lot of pressure on for about 20 minutes and were not able to score. Yeah, so very impressive defense by the All Blacks. However, the All Blacks did not look like, that whole 20 minutes of pressure was the result of the All Blacks kind of like poor handling of their own balls a little bit and like having a bit of an issue exiting their own half, essentially. So it's not really just the Argentinians being good, but also the All Blacks weren't handling as well as they would like during that period. Something that the All Blacks can and should work with for coming up against South Africa especially. However, overall, this was a quite overwhelming victory for the All Blacks. Every aspect of the game pretty much dominated. There was really not much to say about the All Blacks performance. This was despite being the reserve team on the field, still able to quite convincingly beat the Argentinians. So some things I did notice from the All Blacks: had great defense, great counter-attacking as usual. The ability for the All Blacks to link up with each other in counter-attack is just so dangerous. Just completely opens up the field when they do that. Rieko Ioane, Will Jordan, and Jordie Barrett played like absolute gods on the field, especially in the first half. The players were just like, every time they got the ball, you just like, are they going to score? I think it's just looking like they're going to break through and then scoring tries. In fact, Rieko had one try denied, and Will Jordan had 2 tries denied in the first half. So just extremely dangerous, extremely high intensity, high speed rugby, and really, really entertaining to see. For the Argentinians, in the second half, they didn't manage to come back. They also managed to make small breaks, but unlike the All Blacks, they're just not able to link up with their own players as cleanly as as the All Blacks has been. So their offloads tend to go a little bit awry due to just poor handling, and maybe some of those passes. So it's two things. Some of the passes were thrown, in a poor position where they kind of forced the pass through, and then there were times where maybe the support players weren't running the best support lines in position to get those like offloads after a break is made by the Argentinians. So Argentina really wants to work on that a bit. It's not like they haven't had opportunities to break through the gang line. They did. They're just not able to link up like the All Blacks is able to every time they did manage to find a gap. And also Carreras coming in at number 10 did quite well. He did much better than everybody was expecting. Very good kicking, very good on high one. He managed to direct traffic quite well. He managed to slip through the advantage line a couple of times as well, especially considering his performance last year, number 10, in the second game against the All Blacks, was a lot worse. Like, he was throwing like passes that went to ground and stuff. None of that this game, so he was much better. So the commentators were saying, oh, this is the first time Carreras played number 10 for Argentina. Obviously, the commentators don't watch rugby, only started watching rugby since 2021. So that's not true. He played number 10 last year against the All Blacks in the second game where he had a shocker. But, if I'm wrong, if he didn't play number 10 last year, I am happy to give back all the money Rugby Australia is paying me, the millions and millions of dollars I'm receiving from Rugby Australia for making these videos, I'm happy to give it all back if I'm wrong, okay? That's how confident I am that Carreras was playing 10 last year against the All Blacks in the second game. And also, the commentators said Domingo Miotti, the number 10 reserve, Norman reserve number 10 for the Argentinians, and the number 10 for Western Force. They were saying, oh, Miotti, why isn't he in the number 10? Oh, you should have deserved better. No, you obviously did not watch rugby 3 weeks ago, right? Miotti started against South Africa in the second test, and he did quite poorly. Quite poorly. His kicking wasn't great. Goal kicking wasn't great. Handling wasn't that good. Compared to Carreras' performance today, he was a lot worse. So I'm not surprised that Carreras was picked over Miotti considering his poor performance. And obviously, I am not surprised you didn't know that because I know you don't watch rugby. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm happy to give back all the millions of dollars Rugby Australia is paying me in cash, okay? So next, there was 2 tries tonight. The Argentina's rush defense was actually really good, forcing quite a bit of error out of the All Blacks, especially in the second half. But yeah, I think one of the defensive issues for the Argentina is, despite the rush defense and really being hard on the breakdown, turning over some of the balls from the All Blacks, they're not very good at reading the offload in defense. Or the All Blacks were able to link up when they're able to, go into the break, going into a tackle and still able to get the ball free, which has really hurt Argentina a lot. And that is pretty much all the tries the All Blacks were able to score. So yeah, overall match stats, run meters, 664 again for the All Blacks, 341 for Argentina. So no fault for Argentina for trying. Still quite big numbers for run meters. 11 turnovers conceded for Argentina, 14 turnovers conceded for the All Blacks. So Argentina did a lot of work in those breakdowns to disrupt the All Black ball quite a lot. Tackles made, 179 tackles for Argentina, 21 missed tackles. That is pretty decent. All Blacks, 143 tackles made, 15 tackles. So Argentina has maybe a slightly higher completion rate. But yeah, both teams are very, very good, solid defending in this round. Kicks in play, 22 for Argentina, 18 for the All Blacks. The kicking numbers are much lower than the previous few weeks when South Africa was playing Argentina. So much more running game is involved this time. Kicking perfect for Argentina. Boffelli, the number 11, was doing all the kicking, and he was nailing all of them from pretty much every angle and every distance. And the kicking for the All Blacks was for Jordie Barrett, also pretty good, except for one that was on the sideline where he just missed for one of the tries that he failed to convert. But overall, pretty good kicking from both teams in terms of conversions. One liner loss for Argentina, 0 for the All Blacks, and penalties conceded. 2 scrums lost for Argentina. Yeah, so Argentinian scrums was under a lot of pressure, especially when George Bauer was on the field, was doing quite a big number on Argentinians. Second half, especially, was just the All Blacks second half scrum dominance was very obvious over Argentina. Penalties conceded, 8 for Argentina, 11 for the All Blacks. Bit surprised that the All Blacks actually conceded more penalties over the Argentinians. Oh, the score's been reset, 0-0. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, let's go through the game from the start. So right from the get-go, there was right from the get-go, the game kind of there was just really good defense from both teams, and you were just wondering if Argentina is gonna just kind of stall the game enough, whether the Argentina can stall the game enough to stay in touch and maybe squeeze out a wing over the All Blacks. If the All Blacks is unable to crack open the game. But yeah, that lasted for about 5 minutes before Will Jordan made a massive run, almost scoring. So basically, Hoskins Sotutu was on the breakdown. He looked up. No one was in defense for the Argentinians around the rocks. Kind of like what the All Blacks was doing. They learned that from the All Blacks against Australia. So, no defense at the breakdown. So Hoskins stood pick and run, and he found Will Jordan outright. Will Jordan ran, and he got tackled just short. Adi Savia gets the ball. He pop pass to hat-trick to Pelutu, who goes over for the first try for the All Blacks only 5 minutes in. 7 points. Jordie Barrett kicks his conversion. Yeah, and that right away, you can see that Argentinian defense was having some issues at the beginning. So right from the kickoff, the All Blacks were penalised straight away. And this was right in front, and you were wondering if Argentina was going to try to stay in touch with 3 points. Sure enough, they did. So they get Boffelli, the number 11, coming for the kick right in front, converts that 3 points to 7 minutes into the game. 5 minutes later, on the 12th minute, Montoya gets penalized for not rolling away on the breakdown. So Argentina, once again, is trying to put a lot of pressure on the breakdowns to try to turn over the ball, to try to slow down the New Zealand ball. He gets penalized right in front. All Blacks, showing some respect, decides to go for 3 points. I thought they would go for a try. There was a little bit of booing from the crowds, like, ooh, like not happy. Crowds wanted to see tries. All Blacks opted for 3, showing a bit of respect. Jody Barrett converts this, kicks this one, 10 points to 3, 12 minutes in. And then there was another, and then All Blacks were kind of just on the road for the next period. There was like a bit of play on the sideline with a really nice offloading with Will Jordan going over into the try line, and then the referee called it back for a forward pass, I think. And then on the 21st minute, there was another time where D-Mac got the ball. He did a nice chip kick over. Will Jordan catches the ball from the chip kick. He runs down, finds Riku Ioane wide out in the open, and Riku goes in, and the referee ruled again, forward pass from Will Jordan to Rico. The commentator did say that Will Jordan was offside also when he did the kick, but nevertheless, another denied try. On the a minute later, there was a big scrum penalty for the All Blacks from the forward pass. So the All Blacks wins the ball back from this forward pass and get themselves back again in attacking position. The All Blacks kicks the ball out for a 10-meter line out. They set up for a more. The more was snuffed out by the Argentinians, and it went down. The ball didn't come out. So the Argentina did a really good defense against them all. So it was a scrum, Argentina feed. But the All Blacks once again destroy the Argentinian scrum for a penalty, gets the ball over, and All Blacks once again gets the ball back following a scrum, right? So the All Blacks, noticing that they have a scrum advantage, scrum penalty, instead of going for a line out for this scrum, they opted for a scrum. But for this penalty, they opted for a scrum, and TJ Piramnara gets the ball out. He gets the ball out from the scrum. Looked like he's going to pass, did a bit of a fake, just darted straight for the line after he gets the ball out. Good low body position, crashes over for another try. Dead-eye Jody Barrett nails this one, kind of like from the sideline. 7 points, another 7 points for the All Blacks. So 17 points to 3, 23 minutes in. On the 30th minute, Rico Ioane, extremely devastating runner, slipped through a tackle from the halfway point, and he ran 50 meters almost to the try line. He had Finlay Christie on the outside, I think. He looked that he's going to pass, but he thought, heck, I'll go myself. Fozzie's probably not going to be happy about that one, Rico. You should have passed it, mate. You should have passed it. So he didn't pass, and he gets tackled a meter short from the sideline, and he crawls over for the try. And the referee says, crawling, penalty, no try. Should have passed it, mate. Should have passed it. So Rico went from drop ball to no pass in 12 months. Okay, so that was no try. 5 minutes later, the Argentina were on the attack again. So there was a penalty against the All Blacks for offside. Argentina kicks the ball out for a 10-meter line out. So Argentina look like they really want to score a try in the first half. So Argentina 10-meter line out sets up for a maul. The maul was going pretty good. And then they tried to roll the maul peeled half. There was 3 Argentina peeled off by themselves, runs to the defenders, and that's truck and trailer, basically obstruction. So yeah, they completely peeled off the maul, and there was no one in the All Blacks team on the peel off side, and they ran into defenders. So that's blocking, basically, truck and trailer. So that was really disappointing to see. And just before halftime, the All Blacks really wanted to make a statement by scoring another try before halftime, it looked like. So there was a really nice chip over the top of Adi Savia when he got the ball on the wing. And then the All Blacks somehow managed to recover from that kick. And eventually the All Blacks were building phases. 13 phases and 2 minutes into extra time in the first half. Finally, Tupou the All Blacks found space out wide. So they throw the pass to Tupou Vaa'i, who's out on the wing, gets the ball, runs over, almost couldn't believe it. He looks up like, did I just get the ball and no one's here? Runs over the try line, plants it down for the All Blacks. So that's another try in the first half. Final score in the first half. I think Jordie Barrett missed this one, or did he get this one? Let me have a look. Yeah, Jordie Barrett gets this one as well. So 3 points, 3:24 in halftime. So 3 points. Argentina 3, All Blacks 24 at halftime. Okay. At halftime, not much to say. All Blacks dominating the run meters. And just Argentina is just struggling quite a bit in the first half. So second half starts. Argentina comes out the gate trying to kind of like make a comeback, but he can just, but anyway. So a few minutes later, in the 42nd minute, the Hoskins Sotutu gets penalized for playing the ball on the ground inside the New Zealand half. Argentina decides to take it out of 3. So despite being so far behind, Argentina takes for 3. So they kick for 3. I guess that's probably, I don't know. It's a tough decision because you're really not breaking through the New Zealand defense. I guess taking 3 is your only option at this point. So Argentina gets the first points on the board in the second half, 3 points to 24. The All Blacks, what happened here? Oh yeah, so All Blacks taking the opportunity for a kickoff and managed to kind of recover the ball, and the All Blacks started to attack again. They're putting on a lot of pressure against the Argentinians, so the Argentinians are kind of going back after like 8 or 9 faces. The All Blacks tries to spread away wide. There was a pass from D-Mac to Will Jordan, and Will Jordan was getting pressure from the defenders, and Will Jordan just did a volleyball pass, like he just smacked the ball with his hand, didn't like just smack the ball across to Adi Savia. Adi Savia draws the next defender, passes the ball to Takiyahu on the wing, the big hooker. He charges down the sideline, goes in for the try. So All Blacks strikes right back for a try after Argentina kicks the 3 points. So that's Takiyahu, gets back on the 45th minute. And then the game kind of like stalled a lot for the All Blacks. So after this try, the All Blacks, I am not too sure what is happening. Argentina's defense were putting a lot of pressure on the All Blacks, so the All Blacks handling were having a bit of issues. But anyway, eventually Argentina were able to mounting quite a bit of pressure in attack. So Argentina were finally getting over a bit of advantage line in their attack, getting to the All Blacks half, building faces, really not going anywhere. But eventually, the Argentina gets the ball out, passes to Carreras. Carreras looks up. The All Blacks rush defense was pushing up too quickly. He did a crossfield kick, and Boffelli catches the ball on the fly. It was looking like it was going to be too big of a kick, but Boffelli beautifully catches it on the fly, goes into the corner for a beautiful try for Argentina. And Boffelli converts his own try right from the sideline. So Argentina strikes back 7 points, 13 points to, what is this at this point, 29? Is it 29? Yeah, 29. Okay. 13 points to 29. 51 minutes. Okay. And from that point onward, Argentina really turned up the pressure. There was a lot of just, there was some opportunities for the All Blacks, but they were just not really able to go anywhere due to Argentina's really high pressure. But then again, the All Blacks defense was really, really good, and Argentina were not able to score very much. So let's just go over what happened. So in the 53rd minute, All Blacks actually had an opportunity to score here. So they were putting some pressure on Argentina. Carreras were trying to do a clearance kick and gets charged down by Finlay Christie. Finlay Christie catches the ball. It looks like he's going to go over for a try, and the ball slips out his hand as he's like jumping over the try line. So no try for Finlay Christie on the 2 minutes on the 53rd minute. On the 61st minute, Argentina is getting better at the defense, and New Zealand seems to be losing a bit of a steam. Argentina gets a penalty at 40 meters out for not releasing, so Argentina gets the opportunity to kick the ball out for a 15-meter line out, and Argentina loses the ball. So good opportunity wasted on the 62nd minute. On the 65th minute, Argentina were on the attack again, putting a lot of pressure. There was a high tackle from Finlay Christie on Lavanini. The halfback putting a high tackle on like one of the tallest person on the field somehow. And Beauden Barrett gets on the field to try to kind of like maybe bring a bit more flair back into the All Blacks team, because the All Blacks does look really like flat at this point. On the 65th minute. On the 66th minute, there was a 5-meter line out for Argentina. So the high tackle from Finlay turns that into a 5-meter line out for Argentina. Argentina sets for a maul. And All Blacks gets penalized for side entry. So Argentina start piling on pressure, piling on faces, and still no try. After like 8-9 faces, knock on, no try. Goes back for the penalty. So Argentina goes again. 10 faces later, still no try. And All Blacks gets called back for a penalty again for offside, and referee gives a warning to the All Blacks. So at this point, on the 68th minute, you figure if the All Blacks gets a yellow card, and if Argentina continue to pile on the pressure, and All Blacks gives them a penalty, gets a yellow card, with 10 minutes, one person in the bin, Argentina could potentially come back, because they're only like 2 converted tries behind, two converted tries and 3 points behind, and kicking behind. So Argentina could be onto something. However, the 5-meter line Argentina throws in. He goes for a long ball. Argentina gets penalized again for track and trailer. The maul again gets peeled off, and Argentina kind of like goes down, and they run into defenders. So yeah, All Blacks off the hook. On the 70th, so All Blacks gets off the hook. It's a scrum. And Argentina gets penalized for the scrum for early engagement or something, I think. So All Blacks gets a short on penalty, right? And this was just 5 meters out from the All Blacks try line. And so Jordie Barrett gets the ball. And it looked like he's going to just boot the ball down the field, because it's a free kick. It's not a penalty. He's just going to boot the ball down the field for a free kick, right? Jordie Barrett takes his ball. He ran like 5 meters before he kicked the ball. It looked like Jordie Barrett just wanted to run. And then he realized, he remembered that he has to kick the ball, right? So he kicks it. And the referee goes, nah, you ran too far. You can't just run 5 meters and then take the kick. So the referee penalizes Jordie Barrett for a short on penalty. It's reversed for Argentina. So Argentina gets the scrum back for a short on penalty for Jordie Barrett not kicking the ball, basically. So now Argentina is back again with an opportunity to score, to attack with the scrum 5 meters out. And however, the All Blacks completely destroyed this scrum once again. Full on penalty, and All Blacks gets the ball back. Diffused once again. So All Blacks kicks this ball out on the 74th minute for a line out around the Argentinian, just inside their own 40 meters. And the ball comes out, goes to Finlay Christie, drops the ball. Christie had a few opportunities, yeah. Anyway, Finlay Christie drops the ball, and Argentina floods the breakdown, gets the penalty. Plus gets the turnover, and they gets the ball out, try to run the ball out from out wide, gain a few meters, gain a nice bit of distance, but eventually Argentina ran out of space out wide and got pushed out in 15 meters inside the All Blacks 22. So yeah, All Blacks once again really, really good defense. But again, All Blacks trying to exit, but under a lot of rush defense by Argentina and really struggling to exit their own half at this point. Finally, on the 77th minute, All Blacks finds a bit of space. Again, the Argentina were actually attacking, and the All Blacks managed to turn the ball over on the breakdown. And really quick thinking from the All Blacks. Big kick behind Argentina, and Argentina was just, because they're attacking, no one was behind. So the ball like rolled all the way back into the Argentina half. All Blacks chases, follows up. Instead of kicking the ball back, Argentina ran the ball. Carreras ran the ball, and he gets tackled on the breakdown. All Blacks floods the breakdown. The ball pops out, and the All Blacks gets the ball turned over. And then the All Blacks gets the ball starting on the attack. There was a bit of pressure building by the All Blacks, and the ball goes to Scott Barrett. He gets the ball. He runs himself through a little gap in the 9 and 10 channel, slips his shoulder through and sees his fellow hooker, Tupu Va'ai, on his outside, flick the ball to Vai. Vai runs in. This is his second try. Runs in, right on the sticks. Again, he's just like, instead of putting the ball down, he looks up like, surprised, like, is this a try? There's no penalty or anything, right? Okay, and then he puts the ball down for his second try of the evening on the 77th minute. And Jody Barrett converts this one, and final score, 13 points to 36. So, yeah. Argentina had a lot of opportunities in the second half and just not able to capitalize due to really, really, really good defense from the All Blacks. But then again, All Blacks were under quite a bit of pressure from Argentina's rush defense, resulting in the All Blacks being on the back foot for the most part of the second half. Interesting. We shall see how both teams turn around next week against... so All Blacks will play the 100th Test match against the Springboks next week in the heat in North Queensland in the afternoon. So it'll be pretty hot in the sun. I'm not sure how the black jersey is going to handle that next week. We shall see. And Argentina will play Australia later next weekend against Australia. Yeah. Anyway, guys. Let me know what you think about this game. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. If you want to buy me some more coffee, this is actually tea this time. I'm drank way too much coffee today. Feel free to hit the join button. And I do appreciate everyone's support, everyone's comments. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days for rugby news. Cheers.